Hi, my name is Alda Dobbs, and I'm going to read to you an article I wrote for Highlights magazine. It is titled The Day I Danced on Stage and Lived to Tell About It. And these beautiful illustrations are by David Bucks. So we'll get started. I'd never been to a Day of the Dead festival before, but my best friend Marco goes with his family every November. I agreed to meet him there this year to see what it was all about. As my dad and I looked around for seats, I spotted Marco hurrying towards us. Hi, Miss O'Kane, he greeted my dad. Then he turned to me. I'm so glad you're here, Nate. Will you help me? Whatever you need, I said. Marco tossed me parts of a costume that matched his. Mexican sandals, white pants, straw hat, a cane, a gray wig, and an old man mask. My cousin couldn't make it. Marco's voice rang with worry. But his costume will fit you. Okay. I started to pull the costume on over my shorts and t-shirt. Why are we wearing these? Halloween was 2 days ago. It's part of a traditional dance, said Marco. You expect me to dance? I sputtered. I don't dance. Marco smiled. It'll be fun. Why did I agree to come today? I thought, groaning. I glanced over at my dad, who nodded and winked at me. Here's your sarape, said Marco, handing me a colorful striped throw. Put it over you. And hurry, we're running late. I followed Marco down a dark corridor behind the stage. I stayed close, holding my cane and struggling to adjust my hat and mask. Okay, said Marco, catching his breath. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to do a lot of stomping, slow at first. Keep one hand low on your back like an old man with an ache. Like this? Marco nodded. But hunch your back too. The speakers boomed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for La Danza de los Viejitos, the dance of the little old men. Follow my lead, said Marco. I could barely see through the small holes of the mask. I knew some of my classmates were in the audience. At least the mask would hide my identity. Two other old men are already on the dark stage. After assembling ourselves in a circle, bright lights came on. My heart thumped so fast and loud that I barely heard the music start. We all began stomping slowly. I leaned on my cane and kept a hand low on my back. After a few minutes of dancing like that, my back truly started to ache. I had an urge to stretch. The music sped up, and so did the stomping. I noticed that the other old men, including Marco, no longer had their hands on their backs. They all strained themselves a little at a time. I followed. We all formed a line facing our audience and continued to stomp. Then one by one, each performer stepped in front of the line. The crowd went wild as each dancer did a unique act. One spun with his cane held high. Another jumped and kicked into the air. At the end of each act, the old man took off his mask, bowed, and returned to the stomping line. After Marco's bow came my turn. My heart pounded. No way can I dance solo, I thought. I kept stomping, hoping nobody would notice the last old man standing. But Marco leaned over and elbowed me. It's your turn. Go. I was afraid my sweaty palms would drop the cane. I continued to stomp, trying to figure out what to do. People in the audience looked at each other, wondering what was going on. The only dance I'd ever attempted was the Irish jig. My grandma had taught me the basics when I was visiting her. I couldn't do the Irish jig here. Or could I? Performing the Irish jig with Mexican sandals was tough. People laughed as I hopped and kicked, but after a moment, the laughter turned into cheers. I looked back at Marco. He gave me a thumbs up and motioned that I should take off my mask. I shook my head. I didn't want anyone from school to know it was me. Marco stomped his way to me. The old man has turned into a young man, he said to me. Celebrate life. I took a deep breath, shut my eyes, and pulled off the mask. Instantly, a pleasant aroma filled my nostrils. Without a mask to limit my view, I noticed the candles and marigold flowers all around the room. It was beautiful. Hey, Marco, I said as the audience clapped for the group. You were right. That was fun. A party for spirits. See afternote of the article here. It says Mexicans in Mexico and in other countries celebrate Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, on November 1st and 2nd. It's a time to remember the family members who have passed away and to encourage their spirits to return for a visit. Many people make the celebration into a party. They have special foods, music, games, stories, and dances. Marigolds and candles, like what I have here, are popular decorations, as the flower's strong smell and the candle's lights are said to help lead the spirits home. So, have you ever celebrated Day of the Dead? Maybe this November you can. One of the reasons I wrote this article is because Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, is one of my favorite holidays. I like it because you get to celebrate all the people that you love, friends, family that passed away and are no longer with us. You get to eat what they like, you get to dance to the music they like, hear the music they like, and it's a big celebration that you feel like they were there with you. So that's why I enjoy it. And I also wrote this article because I love learning about other cultures. I like to learn what they celebrate, what they eat, what they listen to, what they dance to. And the Irish jig is one of my favorite dances. And I like it because it's so much fun, and also because the steps resemble a lot of the steps that I learned growing up when I danced traditional Mexican dances. So look around you, see what other cultures you can find and what you can learn about them. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.
Watch more on Highlights High Five, the channel just for you.